not enough for the back of your head. This bloke has opened early to accommodate us. All these guys are filling up with premium or super duper, whatever it's called. When I first bought my bike, because I travel extensively outback, I had it detuned to run just about on anything. You go outback and sometimes near these Aboriginal communities, where you can get is a thing called Opal. It's been modified so that it doesn't give you a high when you inhale it, which can be a problem in some of the remote communities. So yeah, I've had it detuned. It just makes travelling outback a little bit more practical. Certainly doesn't affect the performance of the bike. I've never noticed a difference. Well, today's going to be another ball breaker. We're here at Birdsville at the start of today, and by the time we finish today we're going to be at Windorah, 530 kilometres, with nothing in between, just desolate outback. There's no shops, no supply, no cafes, no nothing. They've organised a fuel supply for us at 282 kilometres, because some blokes will need, well, most blokes will need topping up. And there's another spot that's got a bit of shade around the 241 kilometre mark. But other than that, it's just lots of nothing. So, you know, if you broke down out here, you'd be screwed. Once again, these are all the trip notes that we need to get through the day, but the route will be signposted. Well, this can't be good. I've done a rear tyre. I noticed the red flashing light, and when I first saw it, it was 28 psi. Now it's down to 6. So yeah, looks like I've got a hole in the back tyre. I've got you know, patch gear tools to plug the hole, if that's all it is. I guess the first thing to do is stick some air in it, find the hole, and then try and plug it. We've only been on the road 2 hours. It's already 39 degrees Celsius, and it's only about, I don't know, 9:30 in the morning. So not ideal conditions for repairing a flat. But what are you going to do, eh? Well, so much for testing the systems. I've got a compressor that won't work. I'll have to try something else. Well, this ain't good. My compressor won't work. My CO2 cylinders, for some reason, I can't operate those as well. I don't have a lot of options other than to wait for, I guess, tech support or the support vehicle. I don't know how far behind me they are, but I can't do anything, yeah, but wait. Probably lost about 30 minutes, I guess, and that's okay. That's okay. Still be back well before dark. I do have another tyre, a new tyre, on the back of the tech vehicle, so I'll get this one swapped out this evening. I've had one puncture. That would make me nervous, in the likelihood I'd have another one. So anyway, we've been able to plug it.
And now that I think about my compressor, we tried to use somebody else's compressor using a portable power pack that I carry for jump starting and the like, and his compressor didn't work either, so I think my compressor's okay. I think it might be the power pack that I've packed. Alright, I've covered about 289 kilometres. None of the bikes, or very few of the bikes, would have had the range needed for today to do the distances involved, 520 kilometres from start to finish. And so what the organisers have done is organised a fuel drop to meet us here. Each bike will get a few litres to seek some shelter in the shade, rehydrate, and then continue on.
Here's another tip for those young grasshoppers. In these sorts of temperatures, just wet your do-rag or your buff or whatever you call it, just wet it in some water, stick it over your head, it'll keep you cool for another 30 minutes at least.
Hey, you know how I mentioned that thing about dampening down the do-rag? I guess if you're Bear Grylls, try pissing on it, but I wouldn't recommend that unless you really had to. Time to pull over and have a spell, I think. These conditions are pretty torturous.
We're camping in an area, I don't know, alongside or behind the pub. Once again, for you young grasshoppers, when you're first told where you've got to camp, just have a look around at the whole area you've got at your disposal, because otherwise, in this case, these poor bastards are going to have to set up like a gypsy camp out there, whereas me, I'm tucked away in the shade, you know? So just have a look at the whole area that you've got at your disposal, and sometimes you've got to treat the place like you own it as well, you know. I'm getting a new rear tyre fitted because after today's puncture I didn't like the look of the rest of that tyre. I think it's time to go.